Well, people can visit the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in Washington, D.C., but very few get the opportunity to experience something beyond that. Well, 4 Sioux City Central students got the once-in-a-lifetime experience. KTV's Taylor Deckert joins us live in studio tonight to explain. Taylor.
Yes. For the wreath laying at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, it's a 6-month advance request, but it's something one Sioux Central teacher was able to secure for her students.
The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is one of the most sacred military memorials in the United States.
Like, I was not expecting him to get drawn out of like all the people that were in the hat.
4 girls represented Sioux Central and their community on April 2nd at Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
And then when we were laying the wreath, it's like perfectly aligned to another one of the monuments, so it's all connected.
It's guarded 24/7, but civilians can lay a wreath.
Laying down the wreath or like being with those who bear the wreath could like find peace and respect them.
For a small town in northwest Iowa, this was a moment on the national stage.
I have family that's in the military currently and past, so it meant a lot to me that I was able to represent those that didn't get to come home to their families.
The girls walked into sacred territory only a select few get to touch.
The soldiers were like so like perfect.
Everything's
Everything
precise.
they did. Yeah, like their like heel clicks. Cool. And their gun handling, that was really cool.
Designed to be a place of reflection and sacrifice.
As you like send away like your son or like your husband, like or even like your wife or your daughter, like you want them to come like step back through that door, and like those families didn't ever see their child like walk back through the door. So I think it's just really cool that there's this memorial there.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity they hope other students can experience at one point.
If they ever get the opportunity to just go to DC, I would definitely recommend going. And even if you're not able to participate in the wreath laying ceremony, just being able to watch other people do it still means a lot.
In total, the trip was made up of 29 students, 7 parents, and 2 teachers. It's an honor most people never get and something these girls will never forget. Jessica?
Definitely not. Thank you, Taylor. It was part of a 5-day school trip, Taylor says, to Washington, D.C. and Gettysburg. And this is the first time the school has participated. Now, middle school social studies teacher Kelly Tate actually organizes the trip every other year for 8th and 9th graders.